No, I'm not going to read this. Hey, everybody. This is the hottest commodity in pro wrestling, the manager's manager, the maker of mayhem, the bringer of boom, the wager of war, the instigator of illuminating truth, and as of recently, the collector of champions. And you're watching a Hashtag Truth with Scott Larson. Now, get out of here.
Watch it all fall down around you now. Was it ever really worth it? Having your kingdom crumble to the ground because you never had the courage. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hashtag Truth. Tonight, we have the one, the only. I believe this is the second time you've been on Hashtag
Yes,
Truth.
sir.
Mr. Doc Payne. How you doing, man?
Oh, man, doing good. Excited. Just very excited. Man, thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem, man. Always. How are things going up in good old Ohio?
Well, just got here. Got a big show. We're in a 40. Actually, man, we're in 44-hour countdown for the show. Sold out show. We are so excited. I'm excited. Come home, got my promoter's license, all my permits, man, got all my stuff legit. So I'm really excited, getting back into the business as heavy as I am. It's exciting time right now.
Right. The only thing I would change in your office is that horrible looking thing you've got sitting over there on those the plastic drawers you got.
Oh, you messing with my Raiders?
I don't know what kind of helmet that is, but it just clashes with everything, man. You need to get rid
come
of
on
that.
now. That right there, man, that's former champions, man. Some of the greatest legacy football team of all time. Now, come on now.
The guy who opened the show, I Am Righteous, friend of mine, he's a huge Raiders fan, so I had to pick fun. I had to pick
That's
fun.
about the only thing me and Mr. Righteous agrees on. Otherwise, we mess with each other.
It's always fun. It's always in fun, though. So tell me about this big show you got coming up, man. Tell me about the players that are coming in and what's going on, man.
Well, one big exciting thing, man. He wasn't originally scheduled. I was heartbroken, but then I get a call, and I immediately had to book him. Hunter Wolf will be there Sunday alongside Punisher. Tag team. We're talking 7 foot tall. Punisher, this guy ain't got an ounce of fat on him. I mean, he's benching like 550.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds
He's a monster.
Sounds like a guy you'd want to put in your faction.
Actually, he is. He's actually one of the next gen. He was originally in the next gen, but there was some things that happened back in March, and he couldn't make it. But he's coming home to Cleveland. Homecoming show. It's just amazing. The governor let the doors open, letting the people come, and they are hungry. I've never seen a reaction like this.
Right? Oh my God, we got a lot of people already talking. Jack Morgan, the Baskmaster, said, "Hey guys, how's it going?" Luke Fury said, "Yo."
Hey, what's up, Luke?
Oh boy,
my God.
Yeah.
Hey, Doughboy.
This
Hey,
guy-
Doughboy. The doughy one. The doughy one.
Mr. Mississippi right now. Now you know I got to crash this fiasco, says Justin Klein. Luke Fury said, "What about Luke Fury when you were naming off people?"
Man, I tell you what, man. Send me your stuff.
There you go. Justin Klein said, "Punisher Matthew Mullins?"
Nope. Wrong Punisher, buddy.
Wrong Punisher. He said, "Shut up," and he's telling me to shut up and show respect. Well, when you get a good podcast, I will. I'm just saying.
I forgot, what did they call him? Esquire Pillsbury, but
Yeah,
I tagged
something like
him the Doughboy. I made him famous, man. Come on now. You got to mess with the guy.
Oh yeah, he. Now, all puns aside, all things aside, Justin Klein is one of the best managers out there, without a doubt. He's one of the best.
In the top 20.
Yes, he's definitely in the top 20. Luke Fury, bro, on a show with Jordan Oliver next week. Nice.
Nice.
He said lies. We don't tell lies. This is the
No,
hashtag
sir.
truth, man.
He just doesn't want to get tagged over Mississippi as Doughboy, which I've been actually aggravating that little button right there. So
Yeah,
hey, man, we like him.
I saw him. I saw him do a promo from Boonville, Mississippi. He was in a show in Boonville, Mississippi. I used to live in Boonville, Mississippi, so it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to talk to him for a few minutes about that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
He said, "Love that splash of honesty." Well, we are, like I said, we are on hashtag Truth, and he said he's pretty great. We'll let you have that one. You're pretty good. So
You're pretty great at letting us mess with you, Justin.
Yes.
We love messing with you, man.
Yes. So let me ask you something, man. You've been up there. How many shows have you been involved in up in Rapid Wrestling?
We did the one in March 28th in North Carolina. This is our homecoming. Then following this is WrestleCon, one of the biggest shows in Ohio. It's going to have different promotions there. It's going to be huge. July 25th is that show.
Nice, without a doubt. Well, I mean, it's just cool because, we were talking before the show, you've got a lot of people coming in from a lot of different areas.
Yes, sir.
And not a lot of shows, can pull that off. How are you getting that done without giving away any trade secrets? I mean, are you scouring like the internet or is it just from friends of friends, or how are you getting all this great talent?
Oh man, I'm scouring across the country, Canada. I mean, we're looking far and wide. I want the best that's out there. I want to build Rapid to be a reputable name and promotion. That's our goal. That's it.
So are you basically the general manager of Rapid, or how does that work? What is your title at Rapid Wrestling?
General manager as well, partner.
Okay, I got you. So as a general manager, I'm going to go through the gambit. Yeah. As a general manager, what are all your duties as general manager?
Running the show and messing with Mr. Lincoln Conway. I can't wait to get there. This guy is on my last freaking nerve. And for a fact, Mr. Conway, I know you're watching. The boss said she'll see you Sunday. You don't want to see her. The boss is mad. This guy went on social media telling he's going to put her head in the sand. He's going to do this. He's going to do that to her. And I'm like, okay,
Now they know each other very well.
They're actually related, but a little brother should never aggravate a bigger sister, because bigger sister she's all business. This is different from personal life.
Right.
And he's about to get it handed to him. She's not happy. She told him when he walks in that door, he is no different than anybody else. He's talent.
Right. Without a doubt. Now I'm getting it. What the heck? My computer, I'm telling you, I'm sorry, guys. My computer is acting so stupid right now, but I heard everything you said, man. My computer's dinging and whistling, and there's nothing on my screen but us. So I have no idea what's going on.
Did you let Mr. I Am Righteous over there watching Pornhub by chance?
No. Nothing like that on this computer at all, man. I got too much going on to worry about all that stuff. So flash me again. Flash me who's going to be the main event at your show. Let me put up the poster real quick that you sent.
Main event, Roma Miller, Curtis Black for the championship.
Let me get this thing up. Well, I'll tell you what, this thing is running stupid. There we go.
There's our main event for the belt.
And that is the Rapid Heavyweight title right there in the middle, correct?
Yeah. And for a fact, when we start pre-show, I'm actually going to putting in some big announcement and changes in matches that we're not going to reveal until we're in front of the audience themselves.
Oh, nice. So you guys already know I'm a big Continental Championship Wrestling fan back in the 80s. That's what they used to do.
Right.
People would show up and come up there to the little place, and he would change the matches on them. And I love that. As a fan, that is cool to know.
And here's one of the things I brought in. We're going to be doing a fan appreciation show. And in this show, every single match will be drawn from a hat by the fans. We do not design none of the matches. The fans will be drawing them by hand.
So this is going to be like a random.
Yes.
How do you call that? Like the Wheel of Doom type thing, but you're drawing them out of a hat.
Drawing them, letting the fans draw them, and we've been letting fans actually help pick stipulations as well. So the more that we've had these the heels, the bad guys going out, ticking off our fans, I said, you know what? Let's let the fans have some payback. So we've been letting fans actually pick stipulations in certain matches.
Wow. See, I love stuff like that. See, that puts the fans, that involves the fans right away. Especially, you get a little kid, here's what that does. And I'm being very honest here because it happened to me when I was a little one, and that's what got me into wrestling to begin with. It wasn't like you're saying drawing something or a stipulation, but a wrestler came up and actually, shook my hand as a kid. And that is just I'm not going to wash my hand for a week type thing. You know how that goes. But, if you get a kid, 6, 7, 8 years old, very impressionable, and you get the right guy to come up and, say, hey, kid, draw this out of that. And then that wrestler goes out and wins that match. That kid's going to be a fan forever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You build memories like that. That's what I love about wrestling. And I always will.
Ryan, Roddy Piper was the same way with me.
Right. Ryan came in a little late. He said, "Is Doc Payne looking for new talent?" I can tell you without him even answering, always looking for talent.
Oh yeah, we're working on quite a few new things. So we've got some exciting things coming up. So the more talent we get lined up, it's going to open our doors with companies here in Cleveland and Akron and so forth to actually start bringing in mid shows.
So are you at a central location? Are you at the same location all the time, or are you moving around the Cleveland area?
Well, right now we're at we call it our big event, and this place it's really big. It's a special cathedral that was owned by a church, and they went in and remodeled all the floors, and I mean they redid this thing, and it's made for entertainment. They bring in concerts and other stuff. And I mean, this thing with balcony and all, I mean, you're looking at about 650 people.
Right.
So
Ryan, I will get to that. Ryan's asking me how to contact you. Ryan, I will get to a point. I promise you, I do it every show. I will get to a point where I'll ask Doc Payne to put out all his information on how to contact him, Rapid Wrestling and everything. So we're getting there. Keep watching, man. Keep watching. Jack Morgan said, keep a lookout for when I return to wrestling because change is coming. Uh-oh. I always like to hear that. No problem, man. No problem at all. So you have a place called the Cathedral. You said it's in a church. It's
off of the church. The church owned it, and they rebuilt this hall and everything. I mean, it's huge. Nice. But we do have another home that we will be going to. We got a contract with the company. And the only difference with this one is the cuffs are off. Where we're at right now, you do got to, you can't be bleeding all
100% family. Got to be all about family in a church, man.
So we got a home to where we can go hardcore. We can do whatever we want, and it's going to be crazy. I'm just excited. Cleveland's opening doors for us that wasn't available before. So,
right, exactly, and being a big market like that, I mean, you're probably battling against a lot of other companies in your area. So not really.
No. They ain't Rapid, baby. Come on now. They ain't
well, you know what I mean. But there are people out there vying for wrestling talent, things like that.
Oh yeah, they're looking for talent. But once we get the companies in the door, one of my things is the companies will help us keep that talent in the door. I don't want to be a revolving door promotion. I don't want them there for 1 or 2 times. They're gone. That is not what I want. I want to put on shows. I want to give the crowd what they want. And
you want to put together rivalries. You want to put together great storylines. Yep. You want to tell stories, and that's what I love. And people, trust me, if you go to Rapid and they do what they're saying, you're going to love the show. You're going to fall in love with one of the wrestlers. You're going to buy their merch. You're just going to go nuts. And that's what I love to hear as a fan. I'm telling you.
And ladies are gonna love Punisher. I mean, this guy, my God. I mean, he's ripped, man. I mean, I've never seen a guy so built. His muscles have muscles. It's ridiculous. He needs to get off the gym for a minute. I think he just lives, eats, and breathes the gym. He's just huge. And putting him with Hunter Wolf, I mean, you're not going to get a bigger tag team out there.
Right? Without a doubt. See, I love that. I love hearing about that. And you said the talent is going to be sticking around. And that's another thing I love because, you know, in the independent wrestling in all everywhere, you know, I understand that, you know, they're all, you know, promoting themselves. They're all individual, you know, workers. And
Right.
but when you stick around to a company or maybe 2 or 3 right there in the same area, to me, that benefits you because you're building a fan base there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, sometimes you find it hard to sell merch if you're a wrestler and you're traveling here, there, and everywhere. And you just, it's hard to get a following like that if you're not in a place for a little while to get fans built up and you know, excited about you.
And the big thing for us is the one thing we're going to be bringing everybody. It's not just about clicking on Rapid Wrestling Federation Facebook and stuff. We're actually going to be bringing the fans pay-per-views. And we're going to actually make some of these pay-per-views what we call fan appreciation. And we're going to make it so cheap that anybody and everybody can afford it.
See, that's another thing. That's great. See, it's all about the fans at Rapid. And I love to hear that, bro. There's so many companies out there, and I'm not down in anybody in particular, but there's so many companies out there that aren't doing stuff like that. And they need to because – yeah, we're coming out of COVID. Yeah, things are opening up, but money's still tight everywhere, bro.
Exactly. It's going to be tight for a while.
Yeah. And people love wrestling. Jamie Ross is coming to Rapid and is taking over, and Doc Payne knows it.
Oh, buddy, are you getting kind of a little busty like Mr. Conway is now? Don't come in my house thinking you're going to be boss, buddy.
Oh, no.
Because here's the mistake that even Mr. Conway himself is making. And I promised him, he may get through one match. He may get through another. But I'm going to keep looking and looking and looking until I find somebody that's just going to come in and just do the job and rip his head off his shoulders and teach him a lesson.
And
here's the thing, you know,
it ain't gonna happen.
And what scares him is when we do the fan appreciation day and the fans draw those numbers. You never know. It could be a draw of Lincoln Conway, and here comes another fan that draws, and it could be against the 7-foot Hunter Wolf. Right. I mean, that would be his worst nightmare. I mean,
now does Lincoln Conway have any friends in Rapid?
Bobby seems to be, but only Bobby knows, seems to be the buddy, the backup guy for him.
So what happens if they pull him and Bobby and put them in the match?
Bobby's going to have to face him, like it or not.
Hey, what if it ends up like a tables match or something? Are they really going to put each other through a table being friends?
Well, whoever wants to win better put somebody through a table. That's the only thing I'm going to say. And for a fact, Lincoln Conway this Sunday has a chairs match.
There you go.
So
I saw that. I wish you would have said that beforehand. I saw a poster about that. I would have got it ready to put up on the screen, but
I was looking for it, and
I saw it just a little while ago.
It.
It's black. It's got black on it, and it's got both of them with the chair in the middle. Yeah, I saw it. I should have downloaded it. I'm sorry. That's my fault.
Maybe I'll go swap a chair and make it a little bit harder still. You know, you never know.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you guys want to see that poster, I'm going to go back and find it after we get off of here, and I will lay it in the comments. That way, when you go back to watch or whatever, it'll pop up and you guys will see it. So I'll make sure it gets on here somehow.
And Lincoln Conway's just jealous. I'm the creator, the brain, the mind, the father of the next gen.
So how many guys are in the next gen? Because I know when you guys came down here and came into the COVID dome, as we affectionately called it, you guys had a pretty good group, man. So how many guys are in next gen right now?
We got Hunter Wolf, Punisher, Lincoln Conway, only Bobby knows, and Mr. Hall. Mr. Hall right now, he's busy on some other work at home, so but we got our 4 main guys. But I mean, Hunter, Wolf, and Punisher. I mean, those are the power guys. And Mr. Conway, he's cunning, he's slick, he's dirty. You know, he plays the game. I'll give him that much credit. But his day is going to end. His day will be coming. Because remember, if everybody out there remembers, on March 28th, that show ended. I got jumped by the Next Gen.
Right.
By the leadership of Lincoln Conway.
So you got jumped by Next Gen.
Yes, sir, I did.
So last time you were in control of Next Gen. Now this time around talking to me, they're your enemy.
Well, you could say that, but here's the difference. They jumped me as their manager, but now I'm their boss.
Oh, snap. Yes, General Man. Yes, I can see where you're going with that. I see that. Ben Wolf said, hello, Doc. See you Sunday. He's about an hour from Cleveland. I'm pretty sure that's from instead of for.
Yep, he's on his way. I actually messaged him, told him stop on by, have a drink.
Hey, there you go, man. There you go. That's the one. That's another cool thing about independent professional wrestling, man. Once you start, running shows all over the place, you make friends and people travel. You never know who you're going to run into at a wrestling show, man. You might have wrestled somebody 10 years ago, forgot all about them, show up at the show, and boom, guess who you're fighting again? You just don't know.
What for a fact, when you mentioned on that, living in Ohio, being in this business, you have to be a fan first. You fall in love with it. And I have. I love this business hands down. But when back in the day, I met the Rock and Roll Express in the back, was given some advice by a few gentlemen. Then when I moved from Ohio to Tennessee, I lived within minutes of SOM.
Nice.
So it was kind of like this reunion. So I'd go over there, hang out with Rick, hang out with the town over there, and met a lot of great people, man. Yeah, that's where Justin Klein earned his name, Doughboy. Yeah. And I mean, for a fact, this guy got so mad during a what do they call it? The
taping,
the After Dark match.
Yeah,
he got up and left the After Dark show that the crowd hammered him with Doughboy so loud. This guy got up and just left. And what did they do? They put a picture of him where he was sitting.
That's so funny.
I'm like, you know what? I said, I love it because the fans broke this guy. The fans did this.
The fans ran out, and I'll say it, the fans ran out a heel manager, and they put a picture in his place. That's epic. That's epic.
Oh, we had pictures going. I was actually printing posters of him on the Doughboy body, of his face just being on Doughboy, and handing them out to the crowd when I was showing up and stuff, just to mess with this guy. I love messing with him. I mean, he gets so red in the face, he gets furious, but I like having fun with the guys. You meet so many people out there. I met you through wrestling. Chuck, I met through wrestling. There's just so many great guys. I got to work with NAV. Right. Great tag team. Like to see them sometime come up to Cleveland. I mean, they've already worked against me. It didn't work out so well for Mr. Righteous and NAV. And I'm not going to apologize. I said what was going to happen happened. My gospel was truth, and I'll leave it at that. And Mr. Righteous, you know it to be true, buddy. But I still love you. I still respect you guys.
Right.
I mean, this business.
What would happen if we put together a little invasion and came up to Rapid again? See, you guys came down to us this last time, down to North Carolina, invaded North Carolina. What if we got up like 5 or 6 cool wrestlers here in North Carolina, decided to come up to Rapid and invade you guys? What would you guys say to that?
I don't know if you guys are ready for Cleveland, man. The crowd is vicious, man. Vicious. I've never seen a crowd, and I'll even say this. SOM had to stop 3 shows when I was there because I had them so fired up because they almost had riots. We're hiring extra security because Cleveland is on fire. They're ready. They're hungry. So if they came up, buddy, you guys better be ready because this crowd's savage, man. They're just savage. And who would you, for example, who would you bring up?
Oh my gosh! If I had to pick, if I could
Give
pick,
me your top 5 picks.
oh snap! Okay, I've let me think. Jake Jacobs would be the first one. That would be my number 1 draft pick. Number 2, Chase Emery, definitely. Number 3, Mike Madden. I'd bring him. Big Country, number 4. Robert Ordway, because there's a ton of big countries out there, but Robert Ordway from our area. And number 5, if he wasn't hurt, if he didn't have a broken arm, I'd say Austin Jordan, but he's got a broken arm, so he's out for a year. Trying to think of a 5th guy. Off the top of my head. You know what? Let's just make it a tag team. Let's bring NAV back because I'm pretty sure they'd want a second chance. So I got 6 guys right off the bat.
I don't know if they want to come back because Mr. Hall was in that with Wolf, but now I got Punisher, and Punisher is even a much bigger man than Hall. I mean, in power, strength, build, height. His agility is just amazing.
Now, have you seen recent pictures of NAV?
Yeah, of Ryan and Nathan.
Have you seen how cut the smaller one is and how
Nathan?
bigger Ryan's getting?
Oh yeah. I always, you know what? I always said Nathan to me, he was the kind of guy that would carry like an Intercontinental if he was solo. He'd be that kind of champion. I think he'd be great in that role.
Right.
And the fans love him. So the young ladies love him. I mean, their following was great down there.
Their following still great down here. What are you talking about? They were the tag team champions of tag team of the year in North Carolina.
Yeah.
So yeah, they earned that without a doubt.
Then we've got the awesome ref Ben Wolf that was on here. Him coming up there, man, just handling the guys in the ring, making sure.
Now
he's
Ben
keeping
Wolf's
the
got
law
a
straight.
son that can wrestle too. Now he's got a son that's an
JC?
up and comer. JC's an up and comer. I would love to see him up in Cleveland one time. He'd give somebody a good match. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, I know JC very well.
You're smiling. Oh gosh. You know he's probably with Ben heading up there.
He is. JC's with him.
I figured that. JC's a sponge, man. He loves to learn about wrestling. I will give that kid his props and his dues. He's
You know
learning.
what? I'll say this to anybody out there. It don't matter how old you are. Man, I'm 50 years old and I'm still a sponge.
Me too.
I'm still learning, man. I love it.
Right.
You know, I just like hanging around the guys because it don't matter how young or how old they are. I'm still
I
learning
just like
something.
to see wrestlers that are hungry, bro. I don't care how old they are. I want to see them hungry. I want to see them out there wanting to entertain the fans, putting the fans first, and doing their thing, man. That the drama outside, the drama in the locker room, all the drama that comes with independent wrestling outside of the ring, I could do without.
For a
give me
fact, there's a guy that
give me
know. I got a special message for a gentleman that's really close to you.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Luke Christian, quit smoking. Leave the cigarettes alone. Hit the weights. I want to see you come up to Cleveland, buddy.
I'm telling you, man. I told him when I was managing him. I managed him for a little while. I will still manage him if he wants me to come back. But I've told him the same thing. He's got to beef up. He's got to put some weight on. There's a couple of other people, a couple of other kids down here that great talent, but they just got to beef up a little bit. Kid Cutter's another one. One half of Perfect Vision, a tag team. He's great talent, can do all the high flying stuff. He can do the ground. He can lock up. He knows the moves, but he's 100 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah. For a fact, folks, I give you something here. I got a little one for you. This business is so close. Not only he managed Luke, I did as well when he was with a young man they called Thunder.
Yes.
And they won the tag team belts for GPW that night when I was their manager.
Nice.
And then I managed Aftershock.
I believe they're still tag teaming.
Are they really? I knew
believe
they were beefing for a minute there, so I didn't know what was going on. But yeah, I mean, he could be a great upcoming kid. He's just got to, hit the gym.
Right.
Don't let anything else discourage you, because he was getting discouraged there for a minute. But anybody out there, you're going to get discouraged. You're going to have moments you're just going to go, man, I want to quit. Then there's moments that it's going to make every minute worth it.
Speaking of another big guy who's got a lot of talent, and here's another one. Aftershock. Drama needs to be left in 2020, and entertainment of the fans needs to come into 2021. I agree 100% with that.
I tell you what, buddy, I'm all about the fans, and that's why I'm in the door. And I just didn't go in and work for Rapid. I went in as a partner because we're making changes. We're making sure that there's some actual, true, virtual morals within the business that are kept. We want to see. I love the old-fashioned standards. The hard work you put in, the grinding. When you get hired by a promotion,
paying your dues, man. Paying your dues. It's not just a catchphrase. Paying your dues, man. Get in and work hard.
These young guys got it lucky, man. We didn't have the internet. Come on, back in our day it was VHS tapes.
Right.
We had to go, on foot, put up posters, go by word. We didn't have all this. They're getting saved. It's making them lazy.
I've said this a million times, and I'll say it again. I'll say it till I turn blue in the face and fall over. If you're not using social media as your television and putting yourself out there, promoting yourself as much as you can out here on social medias of all kinds, you're doing it wrong.
And I'll even say this too: for the love of God, people out there in this business, keep your personal life separate from your career.
Yes.
That's the biggest mistake you'll ever make by combining these two.
Yes, without a doubt. Oh, here we go. Are they savage enough for the hottest commodity in pro wrestling? The manager's manager, the maker of mayhem, the bringer of boom. And the rest. I'm not going to tell him the rest, but he knows who you are. We were just talking about you.
I heard there was some news about the Wizard of Oz reunion or something.
That's good. That's good.
But you know what? I actually told this guy to come on up, man. I'm going to be going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I really want to check out a lot of the stuff there. I'm really excited to go see this.
Oh, man.
I've never been there yet.
Right.
So,
and a football game, you got to go to the dog pound one time, bro. Even if you're a Raiders fan, you got to hit the dog pound.
I am. My son's a big Browns fan, and I rub it in. Who don't have a Super Bowl?
Right. I'm a Redskins fan, and if I was in Cleveland and I had a Cleveland Browns ticket, especially for the dog pound, I would go in a heartbeat.
Well, I tried to get the Cleveland and Cincinnati game, man. The cheapest tickets was $180.
Oh, that's a huge rivalry, bro. That's Ohio rivalry right there, man.
And
that's Dallas and Washington. Good luck.
and I was like, all right, I need 2 tickets, 50-yard line, like second or third row. The
1,500 easy.
No, 500.
500
for 2 tickets, which up that close is not bad, but 180 for Peanut Land. Come on now.
Playoffs, it's probably 1,500 or pretty close. Yep. If they both made it to the playoffs and we're playing each other, that would be huge.
But I got to go see some college ball this year as well. I'm right here, right by Akron University. We're going to go check out a couple of their games. I'm going to try to get over to a Buckeyes.
Actually plays a couple of the big colleges.
They do.
They're up there with the big colleges. So, yeah, that'd be awesome. Jack Morgan said, you never stop learning. I stepped away to work on my health and personal life, plus go work on my craft by going to seminars and training more. 7 to 8 years in total and still learning and pushing to do better for the fans. That's it, man. I love that attitude. That's great.
You can talk to some of the legends, even to their end of their career, man. They were still learning. I mean, there's a lot to this business these guys don't understand.
Without a doubt.
And I want to bring in what was traditionally what made this business. I want to bring in what made it work, what it was about. And the biggest thing is fans, because none of the talent will be anything without the fans.
Right. Now, I remember when I talked to you the last time on #Truth, and you were just getting into Rapid, and we were talking about merchandising and doing things like that. How did it go with moving all that equipment that you were telling me you had all the way up there, getting it reset up?
Honestly, man, I ended up in an emergency room. I ended up tearing myself up so bad, dude. Man.
Oh my God.
Yeah. People talk about they'll work for you and you can hire them, but when I went to hire help, oh man, there was nobody around, and we ended up getting caught in
Isn't it
rain.
funny how that works? Oh man, I'll help you. I'll help you. When it comes time, there's crickets.
Yeah. So I get to Akron, man, and I'm like, I need some help, man. I was going through my neighborhood. I hired like a little 10-year-old kid to hire some carry small stuff, and a little 8-year-old kid. I got my little neighbor kids working for $10 a piece, just to take the little stuff, just so we can concentrate on the big
works,
stuff.
Man. It works. It totally works, man. I remember I lived in Milwaukee for a lot of my life, and that's what a lot of people did. They didn't have moving companies.
Right.
When they moved from house to house, that's exactly what they did. They'd go into the new neighborhood, and that's how they met their neighbors, man. They'd go into the new neighborhood. They'd see kids playing. Hey, come here. Y'all want to make some money? I need my stuff in my house.
And the people are like, why do you go after Mr. Conway? Yeah, he did on March 20th. I'm going to tell you what. You know why he really made me mad?
Now, if they're talking,
wait a minute. He owns.
That's
He's
awesome.
the owner of Conway Movers. Did he move me? No.
You figured you'd get a complimentary move for that.
You better be glad this is a family show, Mr. Conway, because I'd be giving you the finger right now.
Brother, you can do whatever you want on this show. There is no ratings.
Hey, Lincoln.
That's just funny right there. I don't care who you are. Jack Morgan also said, old school wrestling is still alive. It's not about getting your spots in. It's about telling a story. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Ricky Morton said one day, he said, if his boots could tell stories, it would tell a lot. And that's not a lie. But if a ring could tell stories, it would tell the best.
Right? If a ring apron could talk, oh my God.
Oh yes. I love sitting back and just talking and hearing road stories. That's one of my favorite things.
Right.
I had Franco Varga, and I actually had Pedro Morales Jr. on my show, both from Puerto Rico, worked over the whole deal.
Very good.
I was amazed and scared at the same time for wrestlers that it's traditionally known that they would throw urine on the talent.
Oh yes. They do. Oh my gosh. Some of the things that you would hear about other countries and the traditions that they have would scare most wrestlers away. I mean, I've heard stories of people going over what was it, England or something like that? There's some places in England that in order to get on the show, you have to run the gambit of the whole roster.
Oof.
I mean, could you imagine the bumps you're taking that night if you're going up against 20 people, 20 people, one right after the other?
The gauntlet, yeah. I mean, that's a train wreck,
that's
right
almost
there
like a gang initiation, bro.
Oh, yeah. That was the same way when I lived in Toledo, Ohio. I went to Toledo Scott, and I played football there. When I went down and tried out, they put me, they called a bullpen. I was in the circle.
Right.
I'm the guy in the middle, and this coach is just throwing numbers out, and it's my job to deflect them, block them, put them down, or whatever I had to do.
Oh, my God.
But this guy was counting fast, man. I mean, he was killing me. But you know what? I made the team. I was happy. I just made the team. It was a great time back then. Football was fun back in the old days. Now I say the schools kind of wimpy the kids because they're like, oh, we can't run them too hard. We can't do this. The parents are going to complain. The parents need to shut up because they're going to get their kids hurt. If you don't toughen them up, they'll never be able to take the abuse on that field.
Hey, believe it or not, that attitude right there that you're talking about is leaking already into the NFL.
I mean, it's there
when
is
you've got 50, and we're going all over the place, wrestling, everything, but that's okay.
It's sports, baby. It's sports. We love sports.
That's it. But when you got 50 rules protecting a quarterback, come on, man. You can't hit them up here. You can't hit them down here. You can't land on top of them. You got 350-pound men running full speed and they're expected to stop on a dime if the guy actually gets the throw off. Come on, man. It don't happen. It just don't happen.
I miss the old days when you could just simply eat the quarterback. Just
Right?
kill him.
Right?
I mean, that's what made football fun.
They show videos of front linemen clubbing each other in the head to get by. You know?
I was swimming past him, man. Come on, I was trying to get through there. But yeah, I mean, that's there's an old-fashioned morals that's been killed, and they're softening it up. They're even trying to do it to the wrestling business now. Right. Even as a promoter, they're telling me what I can't have my guys do. They can't do this. They can't do that. And I'm like, my goodness. Who was
telling you that?
Oh, I mean, when you get your promoter's license, your permits here, I mean, you'll get a list of things on this rules of,
So let me ask you, on that list, can you juice?
Oh, we don't. I can test. I don't test. They don't have that on there. It's about in-ring work.
Can you bleed? Is what I'm asking. Can you bleed?
Not intentionally, is what they say.
Not intentionally. Okay.
Yeah. And so you can't have another worker cut you either. That's completely against the violation of the Athletic Commission of the United States, actually, in National Athletics. You're not supposed to be allowing another wrestler or any talent to cut you. That's actually in their rules. And when I seen it, I'm like, whoa. Well, I'm glad they didn't check half my matches back in my, but we didn't have all that. I mean, you're lucky they even had somebody that was a medic in your show back in the day.
Right. I don't know about all that stuff, man. That's crazy to me. I mean, there's a time and place when, you should be able to, bleed. There's a time and a place for it. If you're in a cage match and you don't bleed, something's not right, bro. If somebody's not bleeding coming out of the cage match, I've got a gnat that keeps bugging the crap out of me. But anyway, must be the lights. But anyway, if you don't bleed in a cage match, or if you have like a no holds barred where there's, people are throwing all kinds of weapons into the ring. If you throw all kinds of weapons into the ring and you use them and nobody bleeds at all, that's a shame, bro. I mean, that's just a shame. I'm sorry.
Fans don't buy it. When I watched the match, I think it was WWE, and I mean, this match went on 20 minutes. I mean, they're throwing each other into the steel fence. He's rubbing his face. It wasn't even a scratch. And I'm like, all right, as a fan, not being involved being in the business, just as a fan in itself, I can sit there and judge it and go, what?
Right.
On TV, it's so PG, it's so Disney to me.
I watched the other day, they had a thing on Hell in the Cell, and they showed one of the Hell in the Cell matches, and it was like a 33 or 34 minute match, and neither participant touched the cell. Neither participant used the cell at all. Didn't throw them into it, didn't rub their face into it, nothing. They never touched the cell, never bled. I believe it was called, oops, sorry about that. It was called the most boring Hell in a Cell match. Yeah. Of course it was.
It just became a prop, and that's all it was. It was a prop to sell a show.
Yeah.
I mean, that sucks for the fans, when something like that happens.
Jack Morgan said, Ricky Morton worked a match where I worked one time. Headlock for 5 minutes, and the finish was a schoolboy. The place blew up when we worked that match and won it.
Oh, yeah. I love Ricky, man.
There's certain things you can do. As long as you're telling a story while you're doing it, a 5-minute headlock will work. If you're I'll give you an example. If you're a bad guy and you got, the good guy in a headlock and you're jabbing with the crowd for 5 minutes while you're, pressing down on this headlock, that tells a story.
Yeah. I mean, you can sit there and give a few good punches and you can play it off to the crowd. Who was it back in the day that he'd get him in a headlock and he would do that little thing like this with them and he'd let go and their heads are still going around.
Yeah.
I love that. To me, it was fun. Guy gets his head into a turnbuckle 10 times and he lets go of the guy's head and the guy's head's still going, and I'm like, that's funny to me. I loved it.
It's entertainment, bro. Yeah. It's entertainment. And you don't have to win all the time. That's the one thing that kills me about a lot of kids these days. oh, I got to win. I got to have a belt. I got to look strong. No, you don't. No, you don't have to. You can make a living not looking strong. Look at the what were they called? The guys that came out like
Bushwhackers.
the Bushwhackers, dude. They were one of the stupidest gimmicks in the world, but they were totally over.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
they went out and acted stupid and everybody loved it. It was entertainment.
Look at the long career of Roddy Piper. He didn't carry many belts throughout his career, not many at all. But his career was up here.
Because you never knew what he was going to do. He meant it when he said, when people had the answers, I changed the question. He meant it.
Oh yeah, I loved Piper to death. Oh man, when we lost him, man, that was a heck of a loss to the business.
Right.
There was a lot of guys that were influences growing up that I wanted to be like, but it was their aggressive.
There's another one where you get hit, you go down, and you flop around a little bit, right? The fall, like Ric Flair.
Falls to the hip.
How many times have you seen Ric Flair be in the corner, get punched 3 or 4 times, and do that?
Step out and then fall to the face.
Yeah, just fall flat on his face, man.
Yeah.
It's entertaining. You knew it was coming, but every time you saw it, it was like, oh my God, that's great.
Or they'd throw him into the corner, he'd flip up over, get along the apron, and here comes somebody clotheslining him. We actually expected that to happen for years, but we still loved it.
Right?
I mean, we never got bored of it. I mean, he just did it so well. I mean, it wasn't boring. That's like the guys that I'm bringing in. It's not going to be boring to the fans. I want them. And one of the things I told the guys when they come Sunday, 1, you better bring your A game. 2, I want to see what I call the holy shit factor. I want to see that crowd get up off their feet and just go nuts.
Right.
So, and for me personally, this would be the first time my kids, my 2 oldest boys, is going to be there. It's the first time my second oldest one's ever seen me in the business, ever.
Nice. That's great.
And my grandbaby's going to be there, man. I'm a papaw.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we got to, he's 1.5 years, but when I was living in Tennessee, I only got to see him once when he was up in the hospital when he was born.
Right.
Man, I come down here 1.5 years, and this kid's wearing size 3s and, getting ready to go into 4s. I mean, he's huge. And I'm like, oh, man, there's a future for Rapid right there. Ready? Come on, baby.
Teach them early, man.
Yeah.
Make sure that baby gets a front row seat, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited. We've got such great guys coming, and, only Bobby knows,
Right.
Craziness. Not the biggest talker. I mean, to me, I keep a tongue out. Every time I see him, I'm like, Bobby, just say no.
Right. Well, I'm gonna put the poster up, give the information again on where it's gonna be held and who's gonna be there, and then right after we come out of that, I'm gonna have you tell everybody how to get a hold of you,
all right,
to get on the show, or just to get a hold of you in person. So here we go.
There you are, Curtis Black, Romo Miller. That is our heavyweight championship. Then we've got LA Smooth versus Lincoln Conway for the No Limit Championship. See if they would have sent me my poster, I would have had the update, and they didn't send it to me.
Yeah, because the one thing you haven't been giving us is an address, dude. I don't know where to go.
Let me find it here.
I gotta set the GPS to an address, man.
All right, where is it at? Let me find it for you guys. Hey, Ben, if you're watching, send me that. I know you got it. I'm not going to ask Conway, Ben. I am not going to ask Conway.
Conway, send it. And if you're still watching, if you want to come on and say hi, let me know. I'll send you a link.
All right. This is it right here.
It would be great to see Conway for a few minutes.
All right, see, the one with him in it and LA Smooth does not have, you know what? I know how to find it now. I forgot I can actually do this. You just go up and see your previous pictures and photos and videos.
There you go. I know we're old, but we can manage Facebook.
Oh yeah. Man, I've got so much software right now in my stuff that it's just crazy. Here, I'm gonna look it up direct. All right, guys, hang in there with me. We'll blame this on Mr. Conway. He didn't send it to me quick enough.
Right?
I don't know what he was doing.
Doggone it, Conway. We need to know where to go to come see you wrestle, man. What's up with that? What's up with that, sir?
I know it's Ben. Hey Ben, you still buying me dinner, man? What's up? What's going on with that? Speaking of, I did get a promo from Mr. JC Wolf there.
Nice.
Not
Send
too long
it to me.
ago.
Put it on hashtag, bro.
Yeah, he was hitting me up. So yeah, Mr. JC there did hit me up. So
Forward.
I'm
it to
actually
me. I'll put it up
interested.
on hashtag.
Let me ask you this: this kid now is, what's he like to watch in that ring? I mean, has he really got it going on? And
Who's that?
JC.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? You got to watch him. I'm telling you, he's an up and comer. Let me tell you. I wouldn't lie to you, man. You know me. I wouldn't lie to you, and I definitely wouldn't lie to my fans out there.
Here we go. I know where I could find it. When I was getting my permits and stuff, I had to hit this guy like 20 times. Hey, dude, where's the event at? It is. Here it is, guys.
Yes.
Check it out.
We have an address.
Yep. 13812 Bel Air Road, Cleveland, Ohio, man, guys.
Say that one more time.
13812 13812 Bel Air Road, Cleveland, Ohio.
There you go.
It
For
is
Rapid
Wrestling
on June 20th. And there it is, for the Rapid Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, Roman Miller and the big guy Curtis Black. And if I know Curtis Black, he'll have the Queen with him. And if you guys don't know who the Queen is, you will fall in love with her. Trust me.
Oh, she can be sassy. Ooh, she can be a stick of dynamite, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
She is not a lady to tick off at all. I already found out. Don't make her mad.
No, she did a promo. She did a promo back when we were in Lincolnton that I won't go back and watch. Let me just say, I won't go back. I really thought she was going to kick my tail. I ain't lying.
Well, I brought Curtis Black on my Doc Payne show. And
Nice.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I'm going to poke the bear. I'm going to see if I can get him going.
Oh,
I
no.
didn't poke him. I ended up poking her. Oh. I was like, okay, I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah, she's a firecracker, man. But
Yeah.
it's going to be nuts. I mean, everybody come out and check us out.
Without
It's
doubt.
going to be a good time.
So if they don't get to buy tickets before the show, if they show up at the door,
We're hoping there might be a few left.
if there is a few left, what's the price to get through the door?
$10.
Okay, $10. There you go, folks.
Now, if you want to come on down, Scott, just hit me up personally. We can probably do something for you there.
Oh yeah. Well,
And for our friends in the business, you know who to hit up.
Oh yeah, I will definitely let you know because I would love to come and watch Conway get his butt whooped a little bit. That
Hey
would
guys,
be fun.
don't tell Conway. Just get a hold of me. Y'all need hooked up. Don't tell him though. We ain't gonna let him know.
Yeah, don't tell him. Tell the boss though. Tell the boss.
Yeah, Miss Ashley, she loves the fans. She is all about the fans. She is going to be doing some great things this summer and going into the fall and stuff. Some great fundraisers, getting involved with some big organizations, really taking a stand. And that's what I love about her.
I have got to ask because I know you have 900 machines that do this. When is some Rapid merch coming out, man? Just Rapid Wrestling merch.
Well, I wanted to kill Conway because he's like, hey, dude, I need 20 shirts. I'm like, hey, dude, I just moved in. I ain't even got nothing. I didn't.
I don't even have the coffee maker plugged in, and you're asking me about shirts.
I just used it for the first time yesterday, for a fact. I've only been living here for 72 hours, and when I moved in, it's upstairs, downstairs, and a full basement. I said, move everything in the basement, and we'll unpack from there and put it away. Well, it's still a lot of it's in the basement.
Right.
So, you know, I'm trying to get my office done, and once we get everything unpacked, half of the basement's going to be a studio. We're going
Right.
down there. We're putting up a sound studio. We're going to be doing some music. We're going to do some video production. So
Nice.
I'm really happy. We're going to be, that's when I'll be kicking off Pain TV.
Nice.
We're just not going to be just a podcast. We're branching out, and I'm actually I created Pain TV, and I'm actually bringing in other people. It's going to be sending me their stuff, and I'm going to broadcast their stuff
Right.
on Pain TV. And I
There you
mean,
go. That's
we're
great.
talking not just wrestling. We're talking ghost hunting. We're talking magnet fishing. We're talking Sasquatch hunting. I mean, we're going to go across the rainbow and just go do fun things. But guys, when we do the ghost hunting, here's the funnest part. We're bringing unsuspecting people that have no idea what they're getting themselves into.
Nice.
So we kind of went.
Now you
ghost
do
hunting
know,
and
you do
fear
know
factor.
that is one of my big things, right?
What's that?
I love paranormal activity.
So do
stuff. I'm huge on it. I watch all the shows. I just love it. And if you get that on there, I will definitely be watching that.
I've already got IR cameras. I've already got a CCTV camera. I'm getting ready to get some of the other equipment. But I ended up running into some people that's actually into the business, and they're coming on up and doing a show. So I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be fun.
Nice. Got all the gadgets and stuff. That's awesome, dude.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
Watching. You're gonna have to let me know. So is it gonna be like a monthly price to watch Pain TV, or how's that gonna go?
Well, actually, we just want to get it out. We're not going to charge people. I mean, but the people putting in videos and stuff, they'll like as like a sponsor kind of a cost. But
right, I got you.
It's all about fans. It's about the people entertaining, having fun.
Right.
Rapid being on board with me, them jumping in. We got No Static Radio coming in, and a shout out to Davidson Landscaping, and they're awesome. Big company over here in Cleveland. They got involved. Characters got involved. So I mean, every time we turn around, there's another company just jumping into the party with us.
Well, see, that's wrestling.
Yep.
That is wrestling, sir. And that's what I love. I've been trying to scream that to the heavens down here in North Carolina, and you can't get that to happen. Very rarely do you get, 1, 2, 3 companies working together to get something going, man. Or you got, it becomes a big disaster because one company has to be the mother company and the best company, and everything's got to go through them. And I think it's ridiculous, man. Get together, do what you got to do, put it out, and the fans will love it.
One of the things that people didn't understand, I lived in Tennessee, and our schools during the virus, we still went 4 out of 5 days. They were only shut down for 1 month.
What's up, Alex?
Up north, out west, big cities, they got hit. They got hit hard. Just the economy, the kids suffered from school.
Right.
All these companies, all these businesses are finally, and mostly the private sector, are coming together, and they're backing themselves up because they're competing against corporate America.
Right.
And so we're just jumping into the party with them, going, hey man, let's do this together. So it's going to be lots of fun. And I'm really, really happy with what's going on with Rapid, the direction they're going. A lot of big names coming, guys. I'm going to be showing, and for a fact, I didn't know if any of you guys seen, I had Soul Taker on my show.
Nice.
Oh, the big man.
I was there for a little while.
And he's coming to Cleveland.
Nice.
I was so excited when I locked that in and got to do business with him. And I told him, I said, Cleveland wants to see you. They deserve to see the Soul Taker. And we've already got people hitting us up for a dream match already with him and Rapid.
Nice.
And guess what, everybody out there? I'll even tell you what people wanted. They want to see Soul Taker versus the big man himself, Hunter Wolf.
Nice.
And I'm like, you know what? We're going to make that happen for them.
Yes.
So, I mean, there's a lot of things going on.
So before we take off, one more time, hit the address. Make sure you got the address handy.
All right, here we go.
You ready? Here's the poster. Here you go. Hit it.
All right, guys. Oh, not that ain't what I just wanted.
I'll do it. June 20th, 2021, Rapid Wrestling, Cleveland, Ohio, for the Rapid Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. You got Roma Miller versus I was going to say Cactus Jack. Listen to me. Curtis Black.
He wishes.
Right? Curtis Black. And I'm pretty sure he's going to have his woman behind him. And the queen will be there.
And we got Odell Lowe coming down.
Odell Lowe. Nice. The big man.
Yeah, but he's not happy with me. He's a little ticked off, and he's not happy with the fans because we were goofing off on a show, and he got dubbed Odell with the L.
Oh, no.
So
not
when
good.
he gets there, I'm sorry, Mr. Odell, but when you hear that house screaming that, don't get mad at me. It's just the business, and it's the fans. I love it. I'm excited. I can't wait to hear them. I want to see the reaction because they're hungry. I mean, they are so hungry right now. I mean, for them to sell out as quick as they did. All right, here it is. 13.
Oh my gosh.
812.
Go ahead.
Bel Air Road. 13812 Bel Air Road, Cleveland, Ohio, guys. Come check it out. But here's what we're going to do. The building doesn't have a modem. We're trying to get be able to stream out. If we can't stream out live, soon as it's done, I'm going direct, uncut, unedited, and letting you guys see everything naturally as it happened.
Sweet.
I don't want to cut and edit stuff out. A lot of them do that out there. I will not do that to the fans. I want them to see every second for exactly how it went down.
Sweet. I can't wait for that. Before we go, I Am Righteous said, cooking with El Luchador. Do it, Doc. The wrestler. You need this on your boob tube. It's Wheel Sizzle.
He thinks he's so sexy. I don't know what's wrong with this guy.
He don't think. He knows.
He can fit any condom.
All right, man. Well, it has been a pleasure having you on #Truth Doc.
Oh, man, thank you so much. You're going to have to, I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to bring you and Mr. Righteous over and let's talk sports.
Oh, I would love that. I would definitely love that.
Because I want to see, there's so many big rookies coming in this year. So many different things happen this year. So I think it'd be interesting to get a few of us on here, man. Let's talk some sports. Let's talk some football.
We might invite you. I'll tell you what, we might invite you to the Slapdown Ditchcast. We might do that, man.
All right. Let's see how much I'll have to rub this in Mr. Chuck's face over here, Tom, it's authentic too. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, snap. There you go.
Tom, it's not a gray helmet with a sticker on it. This is actually the real deal. I'm trying to get a jersey from my brother, dude. He's got like an amazing autographed collection throughout the history of the Raiders of so many different talent. I'm just dying for one.
Right.
I want a Jim Plunkett jersey.
Chuck said he likes bull riding. He'll talk bull riding.
I ain't going to say where you'd fit under that bull, buddy, but you're about ball high.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna finish it like this, guys. Rapid Wrestling, Cleveland, Ohio, June 20th for the Rapid Wrestling Federation Championship. Roma Miller, Curtis Black. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a great one, and that is the #Truth.
Everybody, y'all have fun out there.
And we'll see you Monday.